Hello, everyone, and welcome to the latest edition of the Slews News. You're here with the Slew on the show that drops all the hottest wrestling gossip. And we're here with the Wrestling Prophet. Charles X, how you doing?
Doing well. Doing well.
Nice.
Always a good day when there's interesting things in wrestling to talk about.
There usually are interesting things to talk about, which made the days pretty good here in the last couple of years, or probably the last since the internet existed. I don't know. I wasn't into the wrestling as hardcore as I was back then. You think it was this constant back in early 2000s? Because there's so many damn shows.
I don't know. I can't really weigh in on that. I came in I'm the same age as you, guy.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was like back then.
But you're the prophet of wrestling. People have been saying it. I mean, I was in the bathroom the other day, and it said, if you want to talk to the prophet of wrestling, call this guy, and it had your name and your number. And that's how we met.
I was in the Bone Street crew when I was a baby.
That's sad and unfortunate. And I didn't know this.
I'm kidding.
I thought this was
I never even met Yokozuna.
Oh, okay. That was I didn't even see the crowd.
Oh,
we got
big crowd here in Cleveland.
Maybe in another room it would work a little bit better. Different people, different assortment of people. Maybe seating arrangements aren't correct. But we're gonna move on. The hottest news to hit the streets: AJ Styles won that U.S. Championship at not a dark match, at a house show at the MSG, Madison Square Garden. How do you feel about that? Off screen.
It's pretty wild, but I'm happy because I'm an AJ Styles fan.
Yeah.
Regardless of me seeing it or not, he still adds that to his history, and he's held another championship.
It's kind of weird, though.
Let me pitch this to you. Do you see any parallels? Now, I know do you see any parallels to the fact that New Japan had just debuted a U.S. title, and they have arguably their best wrestler holding? Do you think WWE wanted to rival that by giving the belt to AJ Styles?
It is a good point because they are.
And also, AJ Styles also over with the Japanese crowd.
Yeah.
Now,
people type in U.S. Champ on their Google or whatever they call it over there, and freaking type in U.S. Champ, and Kenny Omega pops up, but so is AJ Styles, and they know who AJ Styles is. So then they go and they're like, I'm not going to do it. Yeah. They go and they watch the WWE stuff. I mean, I'm sure they watch it anyway. We watch the New Japan stuff.
Yeah. I guarantee it. If nothing else, I'm sure a lot of them keep up with Shinsuke and the Styles, Balor, Gallows, Anderson,
Titus.
Albert.
Oh.
Titus.
I don't. He's a good dad.
Maybe. He is a good dad. You remember when he gave that kiss?
Oh, God, that's disgusting.
That was a good little smooch.
Oh,
I've never seen someone cringe so much just in front of me as
God.
The Slew just did.
Yeah, it was awful. It reminds me of when Goldberg's kid took off his shirt.
Yeah, I mean, it's up there. It really is. That really might have been more awkward. I know that's weird because he just cringed almost into the air on the ceiling, but it might have been weird.
Yeah.
Weirder.
But AJ Styles did it. He got the championship. It's weird because then he just went about a royal to become the number one contender for that championship.
Yeah.
So Did they say after that they were going to fight at Battleground, or did they just not even say?
I don't think they ever said. And to be honest, they are going to fight at Battleground.
Yeah, they're still going to fight at Battleground, I'd assume. You said that you thought Jericho would more than likely intervene. I
do. It
could happen. I don't know when his tour is over. I'd assume at the end of the summer. You know, that's how tours usually run. You usually get about a summer-long tour, and then you get the smaller tours within the colder seasons.
Maybe that's just me fantasy booking. Maybe that's just... Because I think they should have Jericho intervene cost Styles the title. Not Styles, God bless it. That'd be crazy. I'd be like, what? They're friends again. But anyway, Jericho cost Owens the title, and then those two feud at SummerSlam. And then that's a rematch from WrestleMania. And then also...
But do you want to see a rematch from WrestleMania?
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I think it'd be even better. I think this would be the best outing of the... We've seen...
How many times have we seen them fight?
4 of them. Well, there was a Japanese special. No, maybe it wasn't Japanese special. Jericho came back and fought him a long time ago. Remember when Jericho was just coming back and like fighting Neville and fighting Finn at untelevised appearances?
Yeah.
It was one of those. So he's fought then WrestleMania, Fudge Brownies, Payback, and then House Show. Not House Show, SmackDown. I don't know why I instinctively said House Show. That was weird.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I think it's odd that the whole. I would have liked to see this exchange in the title. I know we're talking about the Jericho. I don't know if Jericho would come back. That's just a hard call.
A hard call, yeah.
But
I mean, I thought that at Money in the Bank. I thought he was going to cost Owens at Money in the Bank. So that's up. I've had a history of being wrong about Jericho coming back within the recent weeks, but
it's
all set up for SummerSlam. That's all. Yeah. Jericho doesn't even have to be around.
They've already set up for any time that Owens and Jericho fight. Essentially,
Jericho could just show up a few dates and it would be fine from here to SummerSlam.
Yeah,
and then I think that sets up for Styles versus Nakamura.
Yeah,
for the U.S. title.
Which would be crazy.
Which would be awesome. I hope they don't have Baron Corbin and Nakamura at...
I think they're gonna. Well, they could end that beforehand, though, but I don't know. I just don't see it. Unless they do they could do like a battle royal, and then Shinsuke could come out on top. Or they could, I don't know, maybe run a tournament. That'd be cool to see. Like a really short, 3-week, how long do they have? It's the 23rd, I believe it said, of this month. And it's already the 8th. So they don't have long. They could do like a 2-day tournament. No, Battleground.
Okay, I was about to say SummerSlam's next month.
Yeah, I don't think Corbin and Shinsuke will still be feuding at SummerSlam.
Okay, well here's this.
That probably is the feud for Battleground.
Nakamura could beat Corbin at Battleground.
Yeah. And
Corbin cashes in later that night. And that feud's over. Corbin goes into a feud with either Orton or...
See, that's
Mahal.
just weird because that doesn't make sense because Mahal has the championship.
Honestly, you could have Orton win, but then he's a 14-time champ, so that sucks. And
it would be a really short 14th reign.
Well, Cena had his 16th reign at 2 weeks.
Yeah,
less than that.
Boo! But I don't know. What can you remember the last time? I'm talking loud. I know.
You're too far from...
I'm yelling. But do you remember the last time that a title changed hands, not televised? I don't. I'm asking you if you know.
Joe and Finn.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. That wasn't too long ago either.
Yeah.
Was that this year in 2017 or was it last year?
2016. That was in NXT.
Yeah. Odd. It's just a weird. It's just a weird thing for me for them to not show it. For them to just have a title change because you would never expect.
Think about this. The
imagine
title
being in that crowd,
and you didn't see Owens take a loss.
But imagine being in that crowd.
Yeah,
you would not
to live
think
events. People are thinking live events are far more.
Oh yeah, there's that. It was Madison Square Garden too. It was a big show. They sold out.
Paul White.
They sold out the whole crowd. I didn't get it. Big Show, Paul White. I get it.
Completely skipped over you. You said Big Show.
I get it. Yeah, but we have that news. We have that radio show in the morning. The Big Show. That's what I thought of immediately. But
well, that's pretty creative. If he ever has any kind of podcast or anything, I would definitely call it The Big Show.
Yeah, and it's taken for sure. There's probably a podcast called The Big Show, and
who's going to stop?
He'd have to pay him.
It's the world's largest athlete.
Yeah. But does he have the world's largest bank? He might have some of the world's largest pockets.
Does.
He has that ironclad, the ironclad contract, Laurinaitis. So what do you think? I mean, that's pretty much all that we have to say about the matter. Kenny Omega also won the U.S. champ. We tried to tie those together. Maybe it's a higher power that we don't even know about. Maybe, for all we know, Vince bought New Japan, and he's just not telling anybody. He bought it 2 years ago.
God, how awesome would that be? Setting up for a U.S. title versus U.S. title
It'd just be such a small matter, though. Act like Cody left.
Man, if you think about it, imagine that show at WrestleMania. Imagine the booking right now. The Intercontinental Champ against Intercontinental Champ. Miz versus Tanahashi. If you have U.S. Champ versus U.S. Champ, Omega and Styles, you could set up for matches like Nakamura teaming with Cena to take on like Okada and not that Gato guy. It's someone else. I don't know. See, I like super matches. Things you wouldn't expect to see. The reason I say that is because that would instantly Cena wouldn't get booed.
No, Cena wouldn't get booed.
So.
No.
He was, I don't know. But either way.
That'd be crazy, but that didn't happen. What did happen is AJ Styles beat Kevin Owens with the phenomenal forearm, got the 1-2-3 on him in the MSG, and he got that title. He got that title back. He is now the face that built the U.S. Championship.
On SmackDown.
On SmackDown Live. And, yeah.
The house show.
That's pretty much it. WWE tweeted to see it, pictures of it, I guess, and Shane McMahon tweeted, "Congratulations, his boss." So, other than that, we just posted another video, or another pod just moments ago, about all the other news that's been going on recently, Austin Aries and all that junk. But as for now, thank you again, Charles X. You've always been a delight to have on the other side of the mic.
Great to be here in the Bad Luck Studios.
Bad Luck Studios. And thank you guys for listening. We'll catch you next time. Next time that something is happening, which something's always happening, so I'm sure it'll be soon. Hopefully not today because I'm feeling a bit tired. Let's say wrestling, take a little break for the rest of today. But you guys out there, don't stop watching.
Get it.
Yeah, don't stop watching. And we're out of here. See you guys. Thank you.